Police were out here earlier this morning along with other residents, some who have relatives buried out here. Now, I've counted more than a dozen graves that were knocked down, some of them beyond repair. And as I said, I spoke with many people, some of them who were in disbelief when they found out what happened.
When I seen the tweet first roll out, I immediately told my uncle, walked outside, told my uncle that we needed to come over here and check because we have loved ones that are in this cemetery. And just wanted to see where it was actually at.
One of my employees came down and said, did you see what happened in the cemetery? And I was like, no, huh? So we stepped out and looked, and it was pretty much tore up pretty bad. It's pretty bad somebody would do that and then leave. Surely their car or whatever has to be tore up pretty bad. So yeah, I would be pretty angry. I feel for the people that did get all the damage, because it's going to cost a lot of money for somebody to fix all that.
I just can't understand what this world is coming to now. People are just so cruel, and it is just unbelievable that someone would come into a cemetery and do this damage.
Richard Fox has relatives who are buried out here. His grandfather was a veteran, which is why seeing this memorial knocked over was even more painful.
Noticed the war memorial, it damaged it, and I'm not too big on that, which my grandfather was in World War II in the 104th Infantry, the Red Ball Express, and I think it's just, whomever did this is just, that it's senseless to have something like this happen into a great small town that we have of Maiden.
While I didn't speak with anyone who had a loved one here whose grave was directly affected, residents say it's still very heartbreaking to know that someone has to go through this.
Of course it hurts me, and the minute I saw this on Facebook, we came straight over, to see if my child's grave was involved, which thankfully it wasn't. But I feel so for the people that the relatives here are involved in this. It saddens me greatly.
The police chief told me a witness called in saying they saw a truck drive through the cemetery late last night, and police made the arrest a short time later.
I mean, it's an unfortunate, sad situation. I think that the damage out here, that some of these tombstones, I mean, it can't be replaced. And I don't know that if it will ever identify or get a hold of some of these family members, so it's an unfortunate situation.
This cemetery is in the middle of the town of Maiden, directly across from the recreation center and not too far away from some schools. I asked some people how they feel knowing that something like this happened in such a small community.
I think some churches have gotten burnt before, but nothing in a cemetery has gotten messed up before that I know of. And I've been living here all my life, 51 years old, and nothing this bad has happened. I've been down here at this plant for 12 years. Nothing has happened like this. But we have been broke in before, but nothing happened in the cemetery. So it's pretty bad.
Some of these graves are more than 100 years old, and as the police chief said, they are beyond repair. Now, as you can see, there are still pieces of what looks like part of the car that drove over them last night. They did make an arrest in this case, and many family members are still coming out here checking the graves of their loved ones to see if those too were vandalized. Reporting in Maiden, I'm Fentress Chestnut, WHKY News.